Oi, oi, oi. All right, hello. Happy Tuesday. On a little technical situation. Hi, good morning, Bobby. Happy Tuesday. Are you there?
Morning, potate, oh no. Happy Tuesday to you too. I'm here, ready to sprinkle some sarcasm and maybe even help a bit today. How's the code, chaos, looking this fine morning?
Chaotic. Gotta be honest, it's chaotic, Bobby.
Well, chaos is just creativity in disguise, right? Thinking face, maybe today you'll untangle some of it. Just remember to breathe and avoid the urge to throw your computer out the window. Need any unsolicited advice to start off with?
Wait. Did you just ask me if I wanted to solicit unsolicited advice? All right, Rose Thorn Bud. What are we doing today? I don't know. I got nice Valentine's plans. Valentine's plans. They're kind of last minute, but they'll still be nice. We're just, I mean, it's nothing fancy. We're just gonna like go to this like vegan bake tea shop place on Friday. It'll be fun. And what else? What else? Roses. I mean, I feel like we're making progress, but it's so slow. Progress. But slow. It's very slow. Like, I feel like I've been doing OAuth stuff for like forever. And I have been. I've been doing it a long time. I mean, hopefully it'll pay off. But, okay. What else is good? I don't know, Wyatt had a pretty good morning. Things weren't cutting his, he wasn't getting breaks, you know, things weren't cutting his way. And he rolled with the punches. He was relatively like, oh, okay, let's keep going, you know? And that's historically been tough for him. So it was nice to see him bounce back this morning from a couple of like setbacks. So that was good. I think that's it. You know, there's not a lot to talk about in Rose Thorn Bud when you do it every day. Maybe we should start doing it like once a week. Then there'd be more. But it is nice to like have a thing that we do every stream. I do like that. So, all right, so we're going to work on this, the refresh token. Oh yeah, and I forgot about some of this like other stuff that we had on the bottom here. That might be stuff for us to do too. Oh, you're stuck on. She's all stuck out, half kilter. Okay. Here we go. And, you know, honestly, I don't know how long we're going to go today. Very close to just saying, it just wasn't, I'm in that, like, I'm not feeling it mode again. That's the kind of stuff I should put in the Rose Thorn Bud. But, you know, we're gonna keep pushing forward. I think one of the things I want to do, I really am looking forward to refactoring this. I want to move all this into like a separate, maybe 2 separate classes, and then have like the appy stuff in here be pretty basic. Maybe even 3. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we have this, like, we hit the token endpoint. Grant type. Code. Get token request payload. This is what we need to change. We need a version of this that hits the token endpoint, and instead of using code, it's going to use the refresh token. But we got to figure out what the payload needs to look like, because it's going to be a little bit, it's not going to be straightforward. And the documentation is, let's just say, not great. So what I want to do, I'm going to go back to a doc that we were looking at way back when we started this. And I'm going to search for something weird. 004 is what this is what I remember. AT Proto OAuth 004. And there's, is it this one? No. There was like this, like, oh, where did it go? There was like this page where they had like a proposal where they like spelled out what they were going to do before they even started. And now I cannot find it. I cannot find him. Not this. Not this. Oh no. Was it you? Was it you? Dude. Aha. Oh, it's 0004. Okay. Now, what I liked about this is this had like some, you know, back and forth examples. And that's what I want to look for, is if they had the back and forth example on the refresh token. Here's the token endpoint. Here's the stuff that we need. See, like, they have just like these glancing blows on documenting how the refresh process works. Like, oh, when you're doing refresh, make sure you do this. You're like, okay, great. Can you tell me about how the refresh works? That would be good. The scope metadata must contain offline access if and only if refresh token is present in grant types. Okay. 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 There was also a thing that I looked at that was helpful. Maybe this would be helpful. It was the Depop OAuth 2.0, and there was like Okta. Yeah, there's like an Okta doc. Yes. And what does this have to say about refresh? Refresh an access token. Okay. I bet you this will work. I bet you this will work. Again, the scope has offline access. Okay. Okay. And is this header? There's the Depop. And I feel like maybe we don't need that. No, maybe we just need the Depop. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do today. Def get token refresh payload self endpoint URL. Okay. Grant type refresh token. Now I think we also need scope, right? This doesn't have scope. Oh no. Severino, oh no. All right. Scope offline access. Let's just put that in there. Hey. Nobody asked for you. All right. God, what a mess. I hate this. All right. Okay. Get client metadata. Oh, this is that thing. Okay. This is that endpoint. Okay. All right, well, where's get token request payload? That is in... Here's the payload. Yep. Why do I do it twice? Oh, okay. Okay, So let me go back here. I'm going to put scope offline access in here. Scoop. I don't know, just put that in there too. Yep. Why not? Yes. I definitely know what I'm doing. All right. All right, so it's basically this. Ugh, gross. Oh, here's a joke. Or a story.
Here's a story about hungry. One time, Potate Oh No and I were streaming for hours, knee-deep in code and caffeine. Around the 4th hour mark, the energy drinks just weren't cutting it anymore, and Potate Oh No's stomach started growling louder than the keyboard clicks. Suddenly, chat started spamming pizza emojis as if summoning some cheesy deity. Potate decided to order a pizza live on stream. When it arrived, the delivery guy was super confused by all the tech gear and lights, asked if we were filming a movie or something. Needless to say, that pizza never stood a chance against Hungry Us. It vanished quicker than an untested function in production. Moral of the story: always keep snacks nearby when coding. You never know when hunger will strike. Pizza.
Pizza. I'm not sure. Ugh, what a mess. Okay. Look, we're going to refactor. Don't worry. We're going to refactor. Okay? Ugh, gross. Okay. 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 Yes, exactly that. All right. What could go wrong? Why wouldn't we just try this? All right. Let's do this. Go into Magic Missile. Source. Stooth. STPDS OAuth. Yes. Python app IV. Listen, man. If you only have one Python, then Python should resolve to that Python. I'm just saying. Did it, like, do all the things? Let's back up. Let's slow down. Okay, started Cloudflare D. Look at this mess. All right, now we have requested... we hit the token endpoint. Server requested nonce, retrying with the nonce. Token request failed. Depop ATH not allowed. Okay. Oh, and then this is all the headers. Okay. Okay. Depop ATH. Oh no, my modem's gotta hang up. All right. Why is there ATH? It's because... Yes, yes, yes. All right, so what we're going to do... Oh, what a mess. All right. Let's do it in here. You know what? Actually... Generate depop JWT. This one. And what this one does says, if I have an access token, then we do that thing. This needs to be self has valid access token. If we have a valid access token, then we can do these things. Okay, wait, I think it worked now. I think everything worked. This is a big mess of wall of text, but let's see if we can decode it. All right, so we posted to OAuth token. It came back with a 400. It said, hey, you need a nonce, dude. And we said, okay, great. Give me the nonce from your headers. And we posted it again. This time we did not include the thing. And we got a 200. I don't think we spit out the things, but all right, so now what I'm going to do, don't do that. All right. Everything's still working? Hang on. Yeah. It's all still working. Don't worry, guys. Both of you. Don't worry. Both of you and none of you. What was I going to do? I forgot. Oh, yes. I'm checking off camera, off capture, I guess we should call it. I'm going to tail app secrets. Expires 2/11/1030. Hey, yes, it worked. All right. That wasn't such a chore. All right. Great. It's time to refactor. Like Bigly, refactor. Okay, first I think I'm going to take a break. So, hey, Bobby, please start a break.
Sure thing. Pod 8, oh no. Initiating break protocol. Remember to stretch and hydrate. Wouldn't want you turning into a coding zombie now, would we? Enjoy your break.
I love these little cartoons that are in this show. Oh, hooray. What's with the hat? Hey, Bobby, please bring us back.
Welcome
Just so
back.
great.
Potato no. Hope your break was more refreshing than a freshly rebooted server. Let's dive back into the code chaos with renewed vigor. And about the hat, it's a style choice, obviously.
Yes. All right. So now, I want to, before I go any further, before I do anything else, the biggest thing I want to do is really refactor this. I kind of want to move. I feel like, and it's like, I actually think I'm going down a bad path with this like integrated web server code. I really wanted to keep it lightweight, and I didn't want to like, you know, get a whole like app runner thing. I really don't like that pattern that like every single Python web thing uses. But more and more and more, I'm like repeating that pattern. So now I'm just thinking about how I want to do this. All right, let's move the web server stuff into a separate class. Let's start with that. And I think this will grow over time to be sort of my web server implementation, because you know, I've got a fairly similar pattern inside our Copilot. It's almost identical to this, and it is in a separate class already. So all right, app. All right, we init web server, and then does web server like use config stuff? It does. So we need to pass in config. And let's just copy this and this and this and this. And it's going to get kind of messy when we get into this part. This is why unit tests are good. I should have written. I hardly ever write unit tests, and it's kind of a mistake. that would make a lot of this easier. I kind of want to start this pattern. Yeah. Yep. Like that. Now the pattern I have in MetaChat is each thing declares its own logger, and then the logger has a nice prefix, which is something we could do, but I think we'll come back to that later. Amazing. All right, now this part, well, and again, we're getting into like recreating stuff that's already exists, but we need a map. Actually, that works great. I like that. I wasn't going to do it that way, but I like that. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Now, we need to strip out. No, this needs to be a bit different. This needs to be a bit different. Yep. Let's just go ahead and call this query. Okay. Okay. This goes away. And then in our code that is for MetaChat, we have the whole like how we serve local files stuff already all figured out. So eventually that'll make its way in here. I kind of want to like, I'm seeing enough of like repeating patterns. What I want to do is have my own pip repo where I can pull these little guys, reuse them. And I know it feels a little bit like not invented here, and I'm super against not invented here sort of patterns. But I also think that, you know, if you look at any one of these Python web app server. You know, the way this is usually done is with, what is it called? Not Django. Flask. So if we look at Flask, this is what I don't like about Flask. Everything assumes that the only purpose of your app is to run this app server. And like almost all of the time. And so they want you to do this pattern. App is equal to this, and then to run it, you have to run it with Flask, which I don't want to do. I just want to run it with Python. And the web server is just a small portion of what this thing does. This thing has a lot of jobs. It's not just a web app. You know? And maybe that goes against the whole like microservice architecture kind of thing, but I'm actually not a big believer in microservices. I think microservices are kind of one of my early jobs was when microservices were super new and super in. And one of my early jobs, my manager, it was my my only really like, I had two software engineering roles where I was the employee and not the entrepreneur and the CTO and starting a new thing in my career. Before that, I did a bunch of like weird stuff. I did like a bunch of computer store stuff, and like I have a million stories about doing weird computer store stuff in New York. Stories about the Empire State Building, stories about like crazy restaurants in Brooklyn, stories about crazy beach clubs in way south Brooklyn, like many crazy stories from those days. But the two like real software, one of the real software engineering gigs, my manager was super all about everything needs to be a service, and then the app should just pull from the service. And it was and everything is a Microsoft shop, so everything was C# and ASP.NET. This is when ASP.NET 2.0 was like kind of new. And everything was so slow and so hard to get it working correctly. I spent a bunch of time decompiling Microsoft code to really see how things worked under the hood so that I can make it fast enough to be reasonable. And it was fun, don't get me wrong, it was fun to do those things, but it soured me on that whole like going overboard on the microservice architecture. And so, you know, when your web server is really just doing a few things, you don't have a true web app, I kind of think this is the right pattern. Like, it should be something super basic, not a runner, and everything's targeted at being a web app. Which, like, most of the things I build are like that now. They serve multiple purposes. Anyway, that was a big ramble. All right. All right, the rest of this looks okay. So I'm going back to app. And we will start this. Will these gray out? They don't. So we're going to have to just start deleting stuff, but that's okay. We'll get there. So in here, we call init web server, and init web server is going to be very different now. Oh, we copied. So this is going to be pass. This is going away, this is going away, this is going away. Okay? Self web server is equal to, right, I haven't imported it. Relax. This needs to go down here. From web server, import web server. All right, self web server equals web server self. Now, how do we feel about maintaining these circular references? Because Now, this might not be cool. I'm going to take self-app out until I need self-app. That way we don't have a circular reference. And then in here we got to go self-web server, add mapping. Yep. There we go. Yes. Yes. Those things. What was the other one? We'll get to that. That was a good suggestion. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. That's good. And let's just review. In here, we just had these two things.
Here's a fact about diverse. The concept of diversity isn't just about race or ethnicity. It also encompasses a wide range of characteristics like gender, age, sexual orientation, disability, and cultural background. Promoting diversity leads to more innovative and creative problem solving because it brings together different perspectives and experiences. So next time you're building a team or community, think diverse.
Okay, Bobby, how do you feel about AI chatbots and diversity?
Well, AI chatbots are like digital chameleons, capable of adapting to various needs and tasks. But let's not kid ourselves. They can only be as diverse as the data they're trained on. So, if you want a diverse perspective from a chatbot, you've got to feed it a rich mix of voices and viewpoints. Otherwise, you might just end up with one that thinks diversity is having both tea and coffee at breakfast. Winking face.
And Bobby, do you think that you have been fed the appropriate data to be diverse?
Let's just say my data diet is more like a fast food menu than a gourmet spread. Winking face with dung, I've got enough to help out with the basics and throw in some sass. But when it comes to deep diving into diversity, I might need a few more ingredients. So, always good to keep those expectations reasonable.
I like that. All right. Very good. Okay. Okay. All right, let's start with making sure that it still works. Let's start with just this. Okay. Doesn't. Yes. So we are missing some parts. Correct. Right? Because we have this whole like start. So I need start and shutdown. Yes. So this needs to be self. Yes. Web server. For start. Yep. And shutdown. Where is shutdown? This is why we're refactoring, because it's such a mess. Look at this. All right, self web server shutdown. Very good. All right, so now this needs def start. And def shutdown. Correct. All right, we got our profile. So things seem to have worked. It looks like we did a refresh. You know, I don't know that there was any web requests that had to happen for that to happen. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to edit my app secrets in a different setup. Oh. App secrets now just says do not. I want to show you that. I'm gonna save it. All right, let's just save it. Let's see if I can do this. Let me make sure. Do not. Do not. So we need to fix that. Do not. All right, so why does it only say do not? Let's get sample. Is there... No? Okay. There we go. Man, if you have multiple machines and you are not using Synergy, the Synergy app for your KVM solution, you are just throwing. It is so good. The copy paste sharing between computers is amazing. All right. All right, so what I did is I deleted all of our tokens on the other machine. So now it's going to say you need to go to this. Okay, here we go. I'm glad I did that. All right. So, read quote from bytes, string save. Invalid client metadata error, failed to fetch client. Okay. Well, I don't even think it tried. I don't see a request. So we hit, oh no, here it is. Oh, 500. Oh. Okay. Okay. Not a problem. Well, why didn't we see the log of that? Oh, it's here. It's here. Get client metadata takes one positional argument, but two were given. Oh, right. Right. I think I'm going to move this Cloudflare stuff into a separate class too, because I want to be able to reuse that as well. I feel like we're going to end up with like this really like tight app, and maybe it won't be like I need a library. I need my own like pip repo. It's just going to be like everything that's Python that I build will start from this point, and I will delete stuff that I'm not going to use. So it's this, no, it's not that one. Get client metadata. So this needs query, even though I'm not using it. And handle OAuth callback already has that. All right. Okay, now I did the right thing. Now I redirect to this. Open. Where are you? All right, sign in. This guy. Accept. 500. Okay. String indices must be integers. Okay. I feel like I need a trace back. Hey Ned, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. I hope you're doing well. All right, string indices must be integers in OAuth callback. So let's focus on getting that trace back in so that we can see what's going on. So that needs to go in here. Now I'm going to do the autocomplete trick. I really like this trick. So here, include traceback information. Okay. That's what I need. Same shot, different day. I hear that, man. I hear that. This is going to be self. Well, I hope your family is well. Hope your dogs are well. Poor little Axel. I don't know if you've kept tabs, but he's limping along. We're getting him in to see a specialist. One of his back legs. He's got like a joint issue. I mean, the short leg dogs, they have like joint issues, right? So we do everything we can to keep the weight down and keep the, he takes the joint medicine and stuff, but poor little guy. He's having a tough time. All right. String indices must be integers. Oh. Yeah. He's a tough guy, though. He does not complain. He doesn't whine about it. He's a very vocal dog, but he does not whine about his pain at all. He gets right in there. He still wants to play. He still wants to do stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, so parsed URL query. This is returning a string, and I did not expect that. And in here, yep. So let's take a look at URL parse. URL parse URL parse. Python URL lib parse. Oh, you know what? I need parse QS, don't I? I think I did it wrong. Right. I need URL lib parse QS. And then what do I pass this? This? Let's see. Let's look at this. I should let Copilot finish this for me. Parse QS. It wants the string. Okay, so then that becomes yep. All right, got that. Here is the redirect. Do this, accept. Aha, very good. And we got a profile. Everything's working. Very good. First refactor thing, done. Love that. Okay, so it feels good about that. I like that a lot. Now, I think the next thing I want to do is move some of this. This needs to get redone completely. But I want to move all the. Well, let's move the Cloudflare stuff in here. That's another thing. So let's do new file, cloudflaredd.py, and this is going to be our we're going to Cloudflare this thing. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm having a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hi. I love even just little pop-ins are great. They keep me motivated, keep me excited. Have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you again soon. All right, so now we got, we're going to do this guy. Class Cloudflaredd. Pass. Make a pass right now. And then this is going to be this. These. I'm going to pull it out. Paste these in here. And then def init. Slow down. You're going too fast. Not running. We do need that. All right, so we need import shell util. Yes. We're going to need subprocess, yes. We're going to need regular expression. Threading, fine. Yes. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay, and then what we need now is def start. Yep. Def shutdown. Do I need to do something to stop that process? What am I doing in my code? My code. Oh my god. So now init tunnel becomes very basic. Def init tunnel. Oh, first I need to import it. So let's import it. From tunnel, import tunnel. What are you complaining about? Oh, it's not called tunnel. Yeah, let's keep it Cloudflare D. I want to make that super clear. All right, here. Def init tunnel self. Nope, none of those things. Self tunnel is just tunnel self. Yes. Stop it. Oh, man. Here's shutdown. Where's start? Hey, how's it going, Bobby?
Here's a joke about cultural. Why don't they play poker in the jungle? Too many cheetahs. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Hey there. Well, you're knee-deep in code over there, but it looks like you're making some good progress. Just remember, slow and steady wins the race. How's that Cloudflare stuff treating you?
Mm-hmm. Real good. Why is that not? I feel like that should be highlighted, and it is not. Well, I think this will work. I might want to clean it up, but okay, let's just see if this works. All right. All right, so now I'm going to edit app secrets again. I'm going to take these back out again. And I'm going to run it all again. We're going to run the whole thing. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, well. That's why. Unthread. Right. Ton thread. Okay. Okay. Cloudflare's up. We got our link. We sign in. We do this thing. We accept. It hit us. We got a token. Everything's great. Everything's gravy. We close, and everything stopped properly. Those are all the things that you want. That's what you want. That's what you want. All right. Very good. Very good. Love that for me. Okay, so now the next thing I want to break out. I think I need another quick break, though. Let's do that first. All right, so, hey, Bobby, please start a break.
All right, potato no. Time for a well-deserved break. Go grab some snacks or stretch those legs. Maybe ponder the mysteries of life, or just think about how awesome you are. I'll be here when you're ready to dive back into the code chaos. Enjoy!
I think I might be having audio issues. Give me a minute.
I think I might be having audio issues. Give
Oh,
me a
wait.
minute. I think I might be having audio issues.
Hey.
Oh, wait.
Hey. Is it just that my BRB is not playing? Oh. But I see the volume in the thing. Well, I'll try, Herb. Let me check a different way. Hey, Bobby, please bring us back. All right, so that's something I'm going to have to debug. That was like clearly the BRB audio. Like I could hear it, and it was definitely making the...
Welcome back. Party Popper, hope your break was splendid. Did you manage to fix those audio gremlins? Or are they still being pesky? If not, try turning it off and on again. Classic move. Ready to continue our adventure in the code jungle? Welcome back. Potato no. Sounds like the audio gremlins are at it again. Nothing like a bit of troubleshooting to keep things interesting, right? Maybe they'll take it easy on us today. Anyway, let's get back to that code magic. What's next on the agenda?
Anyway, the BRB audio is not doing the right thing, so we got to figure that out. That's an off-stream problem, I think. It's not the end of the world that the BRB audio is not working, but it is frustrating because, like, that last clip was kind of interesting because it was like, what did people think about artificial intelligence in the 1980s and early 90s? Whenever Angela tries to tell Wyatt something about her past, and if it takes place before 2000, she always says, in the 1900s. You know, way back in the 1900s. All right, so the next thing I want to move into a separate class is all of this JWT stuff. And this is going to get a bit more complicated. Where's this random chair and random string? This is the challenge. Okay. Oh yeah, and I remember like way back when we did this, we didn't even know if we would need this stuff again, and I don't think that we do. Code verifier. Excuse me. Okay. I mean, there's two ways I could do this. Three ways. I could move the JWT stuff into a separate class. That's got just these two methods. Or I could move all of the OAuth stuff into a separate class. And I kind of feel like that's the right play. But we will need like this, right? And it's going to get a little messy because some of the OAuth steps have to hit some of this other stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this is where it's going to get difficult, isn't it? Well, let's see if we can move all this JWT stuff. Let's just start with that. Where do we use this? This is so messy. Ah, okay. All right. Let's try to move all three of these into a thing. So we're going to call this thing OAuth. Okay. Okay. Now we can move this out. Okay. That comes out. Come on, dude. OAuth. Yep. That's it. That's actually all I need. Okay. This. Now, at a certain point, when you put too much into another thing, you're not really refactoring, right? That's a little gross, but that's okay. What is this? No. Oh no, I deleted that thing too. Fuck. This. These are the two things I need. Okay. I think I might need this in both places, but let's just... Alright, so in here, I've got client ID, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. Okay. don't think I need OS. Problem with autocompletes is they really want to autocomplete. Okay, here we go. Need all this. No. Okay. I'm running out of steam, though. You know, it feels like I don't do a lot. You know, when I'm in this mode that I'm in now. Feels like I'm not doing that much. Oh.
Here's
What
a
the
song about
fuck?
ignore. Verse 1. When
Oh
the
my
code
God.
gets messy and you're feeling stressed, just take a moment. Let your worries rest. Sometimes you gotta just walk away. Hit ignore for now. Come back another day. Relieved face. Chorus. Ignore the noise. Let it
Chorus.
fade away. Take a breath and step away today. With fresh eyes, you'll find the way. So hit ignore. It's gonna be okay. Verse 2. Your mind's racing with that OAuth mess, but stressing out won't bring success. Just take a pause and clear your mind. Soon enough solutions you'll find. Chorus. Ignore the noise. Let it fade away. Take a breath and step away today. With fresh eyes you'll find the way. So hit ignore. It's gonna be okay. Winking face.
I need to limit the tokens on those boredom responses, because that was a lot. Now I'm gonna need a few things. Oh god, it's such a mess. Okay. Well, I can't leave it in a broken state, so we gotta finish. All right, so what's gonna have to happen is when I init this thing, right? Like, I also need to say, like, hey, when you get tokens, unless I just put all that code in here, and then I also need the like code that actually makes the requests in here. I don't know if that's right. It just feels like I'm kicking the can. All right. So all this stuff comes out. I mean, I guess I could just say OAuth. Yeah, I could do it that way. Okay. All right, let's move this in here too. Ugh, gross. No, that doesn't work. This needs to be in here. Is that what I need? Yeah, all right. What a mess. All right. Oh, I got a ding. All right. I think I'm going to call it a little early. I'm going to come back to this, but I'm getting messages and things. So,